I myself suffered financial abuse.
And I think whenever you're a single mum and you're financially totally single as well,
Yes.
like you're bringing the kids up on your own, it is hard. We really never talk about suicide with women.
What we're doing is bringing the community together.
Somebody had reached out and said suicide rate was really high for single mums. Can you
that's-
help?
Hi, I'm Lisa Barr and welcome to The Greater Truth of a Woman. And today I have the Solo Mum Club girls. I welcome both of you, Fiona and Steff.
Thank you.
These are very empowering women, and you both have amazing backgrounds. Okay, so Fiona, we'll start with you. You have your own business, so tell us a wee bit about yourself.
So I have my own business coming up to 22 years now. I also run a women's mastermind group, which really successful women get together in the room and we just completely empower each other and talk about business and all things we love. And I do a lot of business mentoring as well.
Yeah.
So I've been doing that over 22 years. And of course, my first job is being a mum of 3 amazing kids. So
Amazing, absolutely amazing. Okay, Steff, so tell us a wee bit about your background.
Yeah, so I am single mum to 3, also 3 girls. I work full time in property and finance at the minute. And I also do a lot with kind of subconscious work,
Yes.
the RTT, the hypnosis,
Yeah.
and the solo mum stuff. So
Yeah.
very busy and
Amazing. So 2 strong-willed women with 2 completely different backgrounds. How did the Solo Mum Club come about? Because I think it's amazing. You came into my awareness so quickly,
Yeah.
and when I said to a few other friends, they dropped into my page or I've seen it. Yeah. So tell me that.
So the solo mums came together. It's something that I kind of always wanted, being
Yeah.
a single mum for 11 years. It's really hard to establish really great. I have brilliant friends, but a lot of friends are married, or
Yeah.
have partners and they're all in supportive relationships. And I think whenever you're a single mum and you're financially totally single as well,
Yes.
like you're bringing the kids up on your own, it is hard. And you don't really have anybody there to kind of support you. There is a few people in my life that was great at that. So I was doing business mentoring for Queen's University and also a really lovely women's charity. And somebody had reached out and said suicide rate was really high for single mums. Can you help?
Yeah.
So we always talk obviously about suicide and men and things like that. And we really never talk about suicide with women,
Yeah.
And I thought, right, okay, if we get 10 women together on a Facebook community, it would be absolutely fantastic. We'll meet for a coffee and we'll do lovely things like that. So 8 months later, we have 3.8k mums on our Facebook group. We have 600 women on our private group. And I think we've got nearly 800 on Instagram.
Amazing.
So it's a lovely community. And then through that, then I met the lovely Steff, so Steff and I both run the Solo Mums Club together. And I'm so grateful of meeting Steff because now she's a really good friend as well.
Yeah. Fantastic. It's all about networking and coming together, and I really resonated with you when you were saying about you've great friends, but they're all in supportive relationships and you feel left out, and I have gone through that too, and it's hard. You do have a good support network, but you feel lonely.
You do.
You do, and that really stood out to me, just even you saying that there now.
Yeah, I think so many women, like I have great friends and like a lot of them are single mums, or a lot of them co-parent and things like that, but it's funny, whenever we started this group, we didn't realise how many women actually are totally on their own.
Yeah.
Emotionally supporting children is hard as well as financially supporting children, and it's such a big thing, and I think whenever I spoke to the women's charity, I think women really struggle financially at the moment because the way the world is, the cost of living, and unfortunately there are parents who just don't pay, and that's a really massive thing in our group.
It is,
and it's so sad because it brings child poverty then into the whole equation.
Yes. And it's feeling unsupported as well as a woman. And basically playing every role in the household, playing mum and playing dad. Now I am lucky enough to co-parent with a decent guy, but I have suffered narcissistic abuse, and I am in your group, and I do know that it is high. Narcissistic abuse is extremely high. I myself suffered financial abuse. I had £2,000 stole from me, which was completely under my radar, and I actually went to change my car. Gone back sometime and found out that this person I loved stole £2,000 of me, and I thought it was okay, because back then I hadn't done any work, hadn't done any healing, and just, you thought that this was okay, and it's not okay, which is amazing for what yous are doing. And your post in your group about co-parenting with narcissistic behaviour, or narcissistic people, it was like, wow. I really feel for women that have to do that.
I think as well for us, Steff, I know you work with a lot of women who suffer this as well, from doing RTT. It's such a massive topic in our group, so it is. And I think whenever you're used to, maybe some of the women are used to being controlled, or it's really hard for them to get out, and it's such an emotional journey, for them.
I think in the early days of the solo mums, when the page was building, there wasn't really a lot of interaction. I think there's a lot of lurkers, they like to just keep an eye on what's going on. And I remember putting a post on about narcissism, and actually it was probably one of the first posts that people then started to comment on. And I know there was a lot of then private DMs to yourself, wasn't there, asking to be put in touch because they'd suffered as well. I think it's such a sensitive subject, and I know a lot of women on there, as we speak to more and more and more, it's apparent how many people suffer in all, on a sliding scale, all different levels. But they maybe don't feel that they can kind of openly put that on a forum. So it's we're probably seeing the tip of the iceberg with the women.
I would totally agree, and I was unaware that I was suffering this as well, and it's the same. I have friends that co-parent with narcissists, and there's just no arguing with them, and it's the manipulation, and there's also a suffering of loneliness because they break down boundaries.
I think as well, we've discovered from a lot of mums that's messaged us and we've spoke to, it's nearly an embarrassment as well. Well, number one, I remember whenever I started the Solo Mums Club, I was out for dinner with a friend and I thought, it's kind of embarrassing called the Solo Mums Club, because you're nearly sometimes a wee bit embarrassed to say solo mum or single mum, I think, because there's such a cliche of being a single mum, and I remember at the very start, being out for dinner going, do you know what, I actually am going to call it the Solo Mums Club, because that's exactly what it is. I'm really empowered that's exactly who we are. It's the same as women we know that's been through narcissistic abuse. They're actually embarrassed, aren't they? They're really embarrassed to admit it. And what's actually going to help them is, you get messages all the time, is going to events and meeting up with people like you, or and connecting, like that's really going to help them. So it is.
That's it. It's all about the connection, isn't it? And we do put posts on to give some information about kind of narcissism. We had Ray Freeman on, didn't we, for our live, who was a psychologist who specialised in that, which was really interesting. People can access that and kind of go back and listen to what he was saying, just how to co-parent with a narcissistic partner. So it's just about putting that out there and supporting the different women.
It is, and it's, as you say, the loneliness and the embarrassment of it. I was that embarrassed. I never told anybody what had happened. And I had thought it was okay, and because I was paid slowly the money back, that it would be, it was okay. But I just wasn't awake to what was going on around me, and it's embarrassing, and you feel, you just, and it's even strange now for me talking about it, because I was thinking about it in the car coming up. Should I speak about this? But I do feel that women do need to hear. Even it has happened to me. Because everybody thinks, oh, Lisa's strong,
totally.
She's sitting here. So
that's
I did.
It. I'm probably looking in at your page, everybody will think that about you, and I think coming forward and saying that actually will really help people that listen to that. So it's such a positive thing, and that's it. It's about turning it, like you're very much into that as well, turning the negative into the positive,
exactly.
And that's what we're really trying to promote, isn't it? Turning anything negative into positive, turn your life around,
So you're an RTT therapist, Steff, and you do, when I looked at your page, you do a lot of group hypnosis and stuff as well, which is phenomenal. So tell me a wee bit about that, because I see all different projects. So
so I've just been fascinated with the subconscious mind for years. And probably like yourself, RTT just kind of popped into your life and you became aware of it. So I looked into it, and I think it was around COVID time, I think. And I decided that I was going to go for, the the training
Yeah.
with Marissa Peer. So if anybody's kind of come across Marissa Peer, that's who it was
she's
with.
phenomenal.
Yeah, she's absolutely brilliant. So did that, been qualified probably about 18 months, something like that. And it's just every time I do a session, be that a one-to-one or a group session, the results, I think, and you know, the feedback that I get is just, it's just so powerful.
It is.
So we have kind of brought that into the solo mums, haven't we?
Amazing.
We've run some workshops, you know, for kind of self-confidence, self-love, that kind of thing, and just incorporating the hypnosis then for the women that attend that, because it's just, if you tap into the subconscious and, you know, you work with it, it's just absolutely mind-blowing. And I think a lot of people actually, they have a misconception of hypnosis, that they're maybe scared of it.
Yes.
It's Benidorm, it's on the stage, dancing around.
I know. We've all seen it. We've all seen it, you know, years ago.
So so people automatically go, no, I'm not interested, because you're going to control my mind. I'm going to feel out of control. But actually, it's not like that at all. And it can be such a powerful tool to help you get through things like narcissism. You know, build your confidence, your self-esteem, get over fears. You know, any kind of block really that you have in your life. So it's
the shift can be phenomenal, and I have done quite a lot of them now. As I was saying to you before we come on camera, I did fear, and I had to unplug. I had to go into the feelings last week, and it's funny that this has come up because I had feared having two people on the podcast as well.
It's not that bad, is it?
It's all interconnected. But on, I think it was Tuesday, I was just like, I need to unplug from everybody and everything. No socials, no talking, just time for me. Wee mum was at school, and just that's what I needed to do. And raise a few tears on it as well.
It is such a highly emotional thing. Now, Steff is probably into personal development, that, you know, more than I was at the start. I've done like numerous courses, NLP coaching and things like that. But I remember whenever Steff introduced me she brought me along to a breathwork class, just whenever you were saying, you know, about hypnosis, people are afraid of it. Well, we went to a breathwork class, which was amazing. And there was some tea that everybody wanted us to drink. I refused to drink it. The fear of, I don't even, what was it? It was willow tree or something?
It was hawthorn. It's just, it's almost like having a chamomile tea. You know, it just relaxes.
Relaxes you. And you had a fear of that?
I was like, Steff, where am I?
Where have you brought me?
Breathwork with a cup of tea, this willow tree or whatever it was, hawthorn tree at the end. And actually, we laugh about it now because that's exactly what people think hypnosis is, you know, whenever it's not. So I will drink it next time. So but it was funny.
It was a bit like me. Like I had, I've done rapé twice. I don't know whether any know it. It's a plant
I know.
With Julie. That was on the podcast, and that was like, I was like, no, I couldn't be doing that. And then the more I started to hear, I was like, I really want to experience this because it was so grounding, and then the clarity, and then obviously you drop into the subconscious as well. It was phenomenal. And both experiences were two completely different.
It's the fear of the unknown, I think, isn't it? Whenever you're kind of doing things like that, because, you know, we were in a room that you walked downstairs, you were kind of underground, it was really dark, and you know, for the first time, whenever you do things like that, you're just like, I can't believe everybody else does this, you know? But it was actually really great. You know, I highly enjoyed it, and, you know, so it's great. And that's what networking about. You know, I would never have done that if Steff hadn't have kind of pushed me to do that, you know.
Amazing.
It's fantastic. So it was, so.
Coming across fears is one of them things. And, you know, I can imagine seeing single mums saying, oh, I couldn't go to that or whatever. So what you're doing is phenomenal. It really is. Is it just for single mums, or is it for mums, or?
No, I'll let you answer that.
It's for you know, mums that are kind of lonely. It started off for solo single mums, but we found really quickly actually that you know, there was mums kind of requesting they did have partners, but maybe the partners they're working away, or, you know, everybody, it's nice because everybody in there is in a different situation. So we just kind of opened up the group. So it's single, solo, lonely mums, anybody that just wants connection.
Amazing.
Know, at the end of the day,
that's
we're all
really,
in the same
really good.
boat.
And it would be good for our listeners to hear that as well, because it's not singling mums out, you know what I mean? So
what's really nice about it, actually, you know, we have women in Newry, for example, who all met not so long ago and had a wee coffee together. So it's nice that people are actually, you know, connecting on the group from their areas and actually having that, they can go for a coffee and stuff together. So it kind of takes the pressure off us as well, organising meetups, you know, but no, which is really, really lovely.
Yeah, that's amazing. You used to do meetups every Sunday, isn't it, for sea dipping?
Yeah, so the sea swimming, we go down every Sunday, 8 o'clock, Helen's Bay.
So, I see you're laughing.
I do get a bit of coaching before I go in, don't I?
Yeah, so we do that. It's, you know, it's something that happens every week. So if anybody wants to come along, they can do. You know, there's all different levels there. There's people that have never been in before. So, you know, you don't need to be frightened. So we try and kind of keep that going. Coffee meetups, going to the park. Obviously, we've got the workshops. And then we've got some stuff lined up, kind of moving forward, open mic nights as well.
Which is... You have so much going on.
We have, yeah. The sea swimming's been a massive one, actually, even for me today. And Steff bakes a really good lemon cake, don't you? She makes a really good lemon drizzle cake on a Sunday morning.
Bought from Tesco's.
We all look forward to this lemon cake on a Sunday, so we do. But that's probably the highlight of it after you've been in there for about 15 minutes. So definitely come out to a hot
sea
coffee.
Swimming really came together, and it brought so many pockets of community together during COVID as well. So it is good. And I know I've done sea swimming quite a few times, and I do, even now, I still have that fear. Yeah. It's the cold. I hate the cold.
And me too.
So I need a bit of coaching to go in.
Yeah. Come with us, you'll be great.
I don't think anybody likes it, but it is about the connection.
It is.
You know, it's about the community. It's about turning up every week. You know, the chats, you know, we're chatting before we go in, and then we're all supporting each other, you know, doing the sea swim, and then it's nice to come out and have a coffee and a cake.
Yeah.
You know, so...
and it makes you feel good.
Yeah, it makes you feel good.
So good.
There's the benefits, and it's just...
And you're home for 10 o'clock to put your wash on. With his go uniforms, because that's what real life is.
Yeah.
So it is.
As a mum, your washing's up to there.
Exactly, that's it. So, but definitely, if anybody wants to come along, you know, go onto our page, you'll see the WhatsApp chats group. Yeah. And that's how you find us on that.
Fantastic. That is absolutely amazing. So the open mic night, I'm going to your open mic night, and I am really looking forward to it. It's amazing. So it's called Are You Okay? Isn't that right? Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's with the Ulster motivational speaker, Graham.
Yeah, Graham.
Who is offering out his services once a month to different groups, networking, and that's absolutely phenomenal. He's giving up his time and what you're doing as well. So tell us a bit about that.
Yeah, so it kind of fits into, you know, what we're doing. It's bringing the community together. They're very small, intimate groups. So we're saying kind of no more than 10, 12 people. It's in a safe space. And it's just to kind of come together and talk about, you know, mental health.
Yeah.
You know, are you suffering? You know, have you got an issue that you want to talk to somebody about that, you know, you have no one to talk to outside of? Coming together with like-minded people and getting that support. So Graham is coming along. It's on Friday. So this Friday coming up. And so he's just going to facilitate the whole thing in terms of allowing people to come and be open and share and be vulnerable and kind of connect to the others that are there and get support. So it's a brilliant service. It's a brilliant idea. Yeah. So can't wait for that. And we're gonna try and move forward and
our one's going to be called You Can Sit With Us, and really it just says exactly what it what it says in the tin. You know, that for example we're going to do one for narcissistic abuse. We've got somebody coming in for that, a therapist hopefully. We've got a really good the secret mentor online, Aaron. He's going to come in and do a massive personal development one if you're feeling stuck in your career or things like that. He's very good. So we have him booked as well. So we have got so many coming up, you know, and I think for us the heart of it all is just basically to really make women stronger. Yeah. You know, because there's so much focus as well on like men, we feel, you know, whenever it comes to mental health or whatever, and not necessarily these are for mental health. I know this one, you know, is, but just we really want to help women because, you know, we've been there as single parents, and although we appear strong and, you know, we've got full-time really good jobs and sometimes like we speak every single morning, and like sometimes we'll laugh for about 10 minutes going, what, like, seriously, what?
See the amount of see the amount of we have between us is like breakdown table tennis.
Yeah. So you sound like me and my wee friend. We go through this too. We have these long conversations in the mornings during the week.
Yeah.
One's having a breakdown one day.
We're like, you're fine, you're okay yesterday, you're gonna be okay. So but it's, you know, that's exactly what we want the Solo Mums Club. I would love everybody to find somebody that they just click with, and
fantastic.
You know, that they can help. So it's really good.
It is. It's a lot of people are lonely, and mums especially. And I just, you saying about the, you know, highlighting women, I got a bit of stick because obviously this is only for women. You know, so have you had that?
We have. Do you know, we have actually, but the amount of men that actually try to join our group is
really
it is crazy. Now, whenever, obviously we have our big Facebook page, which is 3.8k, and then we've got our nearly 580, I think, women on our private group, but we really monitor that private group. Anybody joining will go and look at their Facebook profile. They have to answer the questions, you know, because we have had guys that were Doris at the very start and had a female picture on, and then all of a sudden then, if you're going back in to look at everybody, maybe they're Ben, you know, and we're like, that was a guy trying to get into our group.
Oh my goodness.
We've had, like, yesterday we've had 3 men try to join as well, you know, so we are really, really, really careful because it has to be a safe space. Although sometimes you kind of laugh about it, you're like, not today, Ben, you know. But we really are, we do monitor to make sure everybody's safe, because that's exactly what we want. And if you don't answer the questions, you don't get onto the group. No matter if you are a single mum or a mum wanting to come on, you really have to answer the questions. So you do.
Yeah, well, you do. You would have to be vigilant, especially running something like that, and especially for women to feel safe. To come into a safe space, because I know a lot of women who have not talked about stuff, not done therapies, and do feel lonely, and who have reached out to me through personal training, or they came to me to train, to feel connected. And I've helped them and moved them on, but I've now started shifting people to your networking as well, which, you know, because I think it's amazing.
And it's such, like, because we were talking yesterday, obviously we'd love to get you on too to speak to the girls, because I think a lot of people, whenever they are going through really hard times, it's kind of easy to sit there, you know, but whenever you emphasize exercise or bring that into your mind, it completely changes life,
does,
you know.
It does. And I have spoke about it quite openly recently, that exercise, I feel, saved me. Had kept me alive. I think if I had not gone into personal training, I don't think I'd have been here, because I was feeling quite lonely, and just hadn't done any work, and was healing from rape as well. And just, I do feel that it really kept, so to me, exercise is so important for your mental health. It really is.
It'd be great, actually.
And it doesn't have to be, people think it has to be like, you have to be lifting crazy weights. It's not about that. It's about moving.
Absolutely. Just even for a walk on the beach or whatever, you know, on your own with the podcast on. So,
yes, I would definitely love to come on and...
Yay. That would be great.
Return the favour.
Absolutely. I mean, I know Steff and I's had some crazy conversations whenever maybe you've walked on the beach, or I've been out walking, or, you know, whatever, just things like that. Movement is, like, I love the gym. I go to the gym all the time. Steff loves exercising as well. You're a massive kickboxer. So
wow.
She is. I know, she's our little kickboxing champion. So she's
amazing.
So exercise for us is a massive thing. So it is. But whenever you are a single mum and you're on your own, and maybe, you know, you can't get out of the house, that's whenever the likes of your online coaching actually would really help women. You know, that
I do a package sort of for at home, and that was kind of where I started with the online coaching as well. And it is, going back when Justin was wee, that was actually how I got back into exercise, because I felt lonely. And I started, this is going back a while, like, but I started with a Wii Fit.
I remember those.
Do you remember Wii Fit?
I remember those.
I remember feeling lonely. Justin was about this size, so he was doing it with me. And because I really experienced this fear of going back to the gym because my body had really changed. Yeah. And I was scared. So that was kind of where I was going. Yeah. Yeah.
And I think as well, whenever you're saying scared about going to the gym, sometimes like I even know my gym, you know where you've got like certain zones. Yes. And like all the big guys are standing down at the big power weights, you know, and maybe you want to go and use the squat rack and you're like, I'm only lifting 5 kgs here. Yeah. So
they're looking at me. Yeah. But so the thing is, nobody else is looking at you. Yeah. It's all the fear. It's all about talking to yourself, which you know. Yeah. You know, it's how you talk to yourself really matters.
Yeah. And no matter how strong you are, that's what we say all the time. You know, we all have fear of some description.
We do,
100%. We really do, because like it's such a normal thing, and it's such a thing that actually sometimes, like Steff, I was at a job interview on Thursday and I flew over to Leeds. I felt sick to my stomach, you know, and Steff's like, wise up, you know, you're fine, you know, and she sent me a few little affirmations and things like that, you know, and so that lovely encouragement. I was like, I'm fine, you know, so I am, but we all definitely have that fear.
That's the kind of friends and love and support you need in your life. Yeah. But that's fear and anxiety can be quite close together. You know, you need a little bit of nervousness, like a job interview, you know, because it's because you want it, because you're excited, but the two are so, the feeling is quite close. Yes, as I said, you know, me driving up in the car earlier.
They're exactly the same. You know, they really are. I was trying to identify nearly, sometimes I think excitement and fear and anxiety all feels the same thing, you know, and that's actually what Steff said to me. Fiona, it's excitement. Yeah. You know, it's actually not, you know, it's not fear, turn it around, it's excitement, you know. Yeah,
reframe
it. Is, so, and then that's what it is.
Yeah, and I think it's important to let everybody know that we are all the same. You know, there's a lot of mums on there that maybe are looking at us going, single mum, working full time, running the businesses, doing this, doing that, and all the things that we get up to. But actually, we're just all the same. Yeah. Everybody is capable of that. You know, we're all in different situations, but we all can do, you know, way more than we actually give ourselves credit for. We can. So it's about, you know, us kind of, you know, bringing these women in with us and along on the journey with us also, and letting them know that, look, you can do this, because there's so many women in the group and everywhere else, low confidence, low self-esteem. I can't do that. But it's just that mindset shift.
It is,
you know,
it really is.
And so that's what we're trying to do, empower the women and kind of give them that, look, if we can do it, like, trust me, like, if we can do it, you can also do it.
Yeah. And then the work that you do, and did you say earlier you're becoming a meditation?
Well, I've already qualified as an NLP coach as well.
Amazing.
Yeah, so I haven't done anything with it as yet, because just being busy with having my own business and things like that. But it's something that we want to bring in. I'm a meditation practitioner as well, and I really want to bring that into our group. So we have run loads of courses, which have been really, really fantastic. Again, very small, only 10 women on it. And then Steff does the NLP at the end, and it's as I said to you, it's the best night's sleep you'll ever have, actually, so it is. But we really want to bring in lots of other things, you know. So this is really only the start of the Solo Mums Club. We have got such, well, honestly, our agenda is huge.
Art therapy as well.
Art therapy is another one, Wow. My background's art, you see, so it is. And then with the NLP, I'd love to bring in art therapy, you know, in some kind of form. Yeah. So I would.
We actually, the last person I had on the podcast, it's not live yet, but we touched on NLP because it fascinates me. It's coming to my awareness as well. So are you trained to train other people in it, or
I just trained
trained yourself?
Yeah, well, I trained myself, so I can actually chat to people about it, or we can do coaching about it and things like that. Yeah. So it's something I kind of started off doing it, and I built up a few clients. And then again, I thought, you know, it was men and women, and I was just like, I couldn't connect with the men whenever I was doing it, and I thought, it's definitely women that I really want to help. That's what I really feel comfortable with. So again, then I haven't done anything because the Solo Mums Club, but it's something there that's, as they say, it's in the bag, and it'll get used in the future. You know, it's a great tool to have.
There's so many aspects to it as well.
Huge, absolutely huge. So it's something that, again, you know, for me, it's just something that I use going forward, even with myself, you know, for things, which is really great. And we can incorporate some way.
it's really good for confidence as well, presenting. A lot of speakers use it, and when you come into your awareness, when it comes into your awareness, you can't unsee them doing it.
Yeah, exactly. That's it. Again, and that's whenever you can identify the excitement, anxiety and fear all being exactly the same thing, and that obviously comes from the NLP as well.
I think it all just meshes together so nicely.
You
know, so we all bring different things to the party, and then coming together and fusing it, and then creating, you know, these workshops and the different tools for the toolbox for all the women. You know, and it's just about then kind of getting it out there.
And you're involved in Happy Fest as well. I'm not right in saying that today. You are, yeah.
So Happy Fest, I'll be doing the group hypnosis at
Amazing.
Happy Fest. Yeah.
I haven't got tickets yet, but I am going to.
Yeah, so that's July. So that'll be interesting. So absolutely, definitely come along to that.
That'll be amazing. I'm excited for that. So have you a stall at Happy Fest or?
No, so I'm going to be a speaker.
Wow.
Yeah, so I'll be doing. I'm not sure whether it's half an hour or an hour. I'm just waiting on confirmation. But so basically, I'll be kind of getting up there and dispelling a few of the myths, and you're just talking about the power of the subconscious and how to kind of utilize it, the language to use. Probably going to be doing a little bit of showing people how to put themselves into a hypnotic state, so you can go away and use that yourself.
Yeah.
And then at the end do a group hypnosis.
Phenomenal.
So that's going to be pretty cool to see an entire crowd, everybody just
everybody.
hypnotized.
Yeah, that is phenomenal. It really is. I have never been to Happy Fest. So do you want to tell my listeners a wee bit about it, or?
Yeah, so it runs every year. It's Kira Daly that runs that. It's at the Crawfordsburn, it's like a scout centre.
Yeah.
It's in July. I think it's 7th of July. You can actually go onto Instagram and just type in Happy Fest, NI, and all the dates and information will be on there. But it's an entire day. There's speakers. There's all stuff for the kids, bouncy castles, face painting. There's obviously all your food. There's stalls.
Yeah.
So there's different things going on. Different speakers coming from all over the place. But it's all to do with health and wellness, and there's going to be different kind of tents, your nutrition and wellness and that kind of thing. So it's definitely for the whole family, and it's definitely worth getting a ticket and going down.
When I had thought about going last year, and then it just didn't happen. And then when it sort of came into my awareness again this year, I was like, I would love to go and speak at something like that. So maybe that'll be my goal for a couple of years, to maybe gain the confidence to go and speak at something like that.
Next year.
That's it. Next year.
Or actually, next year. You might be able to get her in the slot this year.
Oh, goodness me. Talk about the pressure. But yeah, so
so that'll be good.
It's phenomenal. Yeah. It's the wellness industry has really changed.
Yeah.
Really, really has changed. And a lot of people are connecting and coming together, like yourselves, and bringing these pockets of community together and changing people and changing lives, which is so important, because it was never like that before. It really wasn't.
I think, we say all the time, social media has taken the social out of life.
Yeah.
And that's something that we kind of want to change, and we started actually to run kind of Zoom meetups, didn't we? Which were successful, but we thought, that's not really the purpose of our group. Our group is to get face to face with people.
Personal.
So it is. So we kind of stopped doing that, because we thought, although it was good, we had maybe 10 women on one night, which was lovely, and we helped them connect those women. But we thought, this is not really what we're about. We're definitely about that face to face meetup, getting to know people properly. And social media is very big for us, obviously, with the platform. But for us, it's definitely about networking. And I think Happy Fest is, probably brings that as well.
Yeah, so. It definitely is. And you're right in what you say. It does take the social out of it. And people get lost in it, or people think they know people because of it, and you don't. So, the networking part is brilliant, bringing people together to get to know people and understand them better as well. It really is phenomenal.
It's just having more and more meetups. I mean, obviously we're so busy, and we are trying to juggle a lot of things, so we can only do so much in terms of our meetups. So, and the solo mums now, because there's women from all over, obviously all over Northern Ireland, but we've now got UK, we've got Australia, New Zealand, everywhere.
That's amazing.
So we're looking for solo mum hosts, in different areas, so they can kind of organise the meetups, obviously under the solo mums umbrella, because what we're finding is when we set dates and venues, it doesn't suit everybody. It only suits certain pockets of people, and you know the dates and the times may work for one and not another. So it's just about kind of creating the different
pockets.
Just pockets of meetups. So that's what we're going to concentrate on, that as well, to make it more accessible for more people.
Yeah, it's really, really good. And I actually think I have a friend who might be interested in that, because she's always saying she'd love to hold this, she'd love to hold that, or she'd love to hold a wee tea party type thing to bring people together. And if you have the confidence to do this, ladies, or this is something that interests you, get in touch, because I would be interested in doing it as well with you, maybe.
Absolutely. And we are going to supply like a host hoodie and the POS, so we'll do that. And the thing about it is, some of our women maybe would love to do that, as you said, but maybe don't have the means to do it, as in they don't have the platform or the network of people. But we have that. For us, we're able to advertise that for you and those meetups, and then obviously the umbrella of the Solo Mums Club, because you'll be representing our community as a host. So it's very exciting. I think with 15 women who we only put the post up
the other day,
a couple of days ago, because I seen it. I seen it last night.
Literally, we were kind of inundated, and I was like, Steff was like, Fiona, what? We were like, it's just an idea, but would you be interested? And it was so lovely, because sometimes you feel people aren't listening, or you're afraid, people are just maybe scrolling or whatever. And it just made us think, actually, people are, listening, and they really want to do this.
Yeah, and it'll give people the confidence as well to be in a network and be under your umbrella as well, which is why I'm saying, if there is any listeners out there, I would be happy to join them and do this for this area as well.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
that's
definitely.
We'll order
we'll
your
rock the pink hoodies.
We'll get your hoodie organised.
Absolutely.
We'll organise that.
Brilliant. But it's phenomenal what you are doing. It really is. It speaks volumes about your characters alone, and
with this is only really 5%, I'd say. We're giving the Solo Mums Club at the moment, because we're able to just 5%, but it's something that we really want kind of to give more to. We'd love our own podcast show. We really would, but it's finding that time to kind of do it. So at the moment, and that's why the host thing would really work as well, because although we can't be at everything, we'd really love to kind of grow that. It is huge, and you can see, people everywhere. For example, we did a really great meetup in Moira Park, which was hilarious, and we were wearing our Solo Mums hoodie, all in the red pink, and all these cyclists come up and they all got off their bike and they were like, "Are you all single mums?" And we were like, well, we're not all single, but we are all solo mums, and we were like, that's amazing. We thought you were all single moms.
So you don't need the dating sites anymore. You just need to walk around with the pink hoodie on.
But no, it was actually very funny. So the Solo Mums hoodie are actually lovely. We've got a lot of people actually ordering them to buy. They're such a lovely wee jumper, and we kind of wear them with pride. I find myself wearing them into work some days, going, and then people looking, it's because it says Solo Mums Club, and they're like, what is that? So we're definitely, the word is spreading off it, which is great. That's what we want. So
my friend brought into my awareness a couple of weeks ago, she was saying that she had seen like a speed dating. Yeah, tell me a bit about that.
Oh, Steff.
Yeah, that was me.
It was you.
That was me. Yeah, so
fix your hair.
Hair. So I went speed dating. So probably like everybody that has had experience with the dating apps, it's just, it's soul destroying. And so I decided, right, enough was enough, and I was going to go speed dating. There was a new company that kind of just launched the whole thing. Oh Hello. So it was held at the Boundary Brewery, so I just thought, right, let's go along and let's do this. And I just had a really good experience with it. So we jumped on a live, didn't we?
We did,
to kind of let people know, because it's that fear. It's the fear and the anxiety, especially if you're going by yourself. What's it going to be like? Who's going to be there? How does it all work? And it would stop a lot of people. And there's nothing to be frightened of, because with anything like that, you are made to feel so welcome. Yeah. Right from the get-go, and the people that are there 100% want to be there. Yeah. Like, they genuinely want to meet somebody. Yeah. And because you're face to face, again, it's that whole not hiding behind the computer. Yeah, and you can feel people's energy and the vibe and, what they look like in real life.
Yeah.
So
from 20 years ago.
20 years ago. We had the laugh. I have a partner of 6 years, so Steff, so we love talking about Steff's dating life. So we do.
Disaster.
But that was really good. Actually, I think I was so excited for her, because we had the whole rundown of it and what you were going to wear and things like that. And I think what you absolutely loved, as you said, it was a real personal kind of and you went in by yourself, to be fair. You didn't know anybody, so it was so brave.
That is brave.
Well, the night that everybody went by themselves, but you can take a friend with you. So if anybody does want to have a go but is maybe not confident enough to walk in, you can take a friend and they can just be there for support.
Amazing.
So definitely worth checking those guys out.
Yeah.
So
hello.
I
think that's what my wee friend had said about it. She would love to go, and she had said about it. So
it's an experience.
There is that fear, and that was the fear that crept into my awareness. Was like, oh my god, am I going to have to go on these?
I'm gonna have to speak to people.
And the fear of getting to that place where you feel that you can start dating again as well, which is probably good. The two of you even sharing these experiences for other women.
Absolutely. And I think you said as well, there are really nice some guys, there are really nice guys.
Not all men are bad.
But I think that's what you came away, you're like, what, there's actually some really nice guys around that you wouldn't really think. So you wouldn't.
Yeah, so I think if anybody's made the effort to go to something like that as well.
Yeah, because it is really putting yourself out there, because it's become so easy to sit behind your computer or sit behind your phone and just message people, or what I was finding was people are just dropping into my DMs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Talk about being lazy.
You actually hear that all the time. Some of the mums will share, or any of my friends that are single, that are on any of the dating sites, the guys apparently message you, and then all of a sudden they've disappeared for about 3 months, and then all of a sudden they're back. So I think for you that was you really helped a lot of women whenever you were chatting about it. Give them hope.
It's just it's just trying different things, isn't there? And we've on the page we have a dating coach as well, my soulmate coach.
She's amazing.
Amazing. Jean, and she's an author, and she's a friend as well, a friend of mine, and she is brilliant. So we had her on for a live to kind of help women get ready for dating, the kind of things that they should be looking for. And so there's all sorts on the page for every area for all mums.
She's great fun as well. She really she really gets you focused as well, on even meeting the right person. She's very empowering herself, so she is, and she's had a great journey, and she brings that into what she coaches. So we must actually get her on again. So she's very good.
Kirsty Gallagher had come into my awareness. Someone had said to me about her.
Yes, that was this morning.
Yes. Were you? Wow. So she had come into my awareness about her book. Now I haven't listened to it yet. I do Audible, so but it is on the list. But tell us a wee bit about that, or her.
So I've met her a couple of times actually, and she is Luna Living. So she's written I think 3 or 4 books now, but she's coming to do a tour of UK and Ireland, I think it is. Now she's coming to Belfast. So I put a post on this morning in the Solo Mums to say if anybody wants to come along. And I think she's doing the Goddess Path. That's right, she tagged you in it.
I don't think I've seen it yet.
Before I tagged you as well.
Oh, I didn't see it. Right, okay. I think I was lying in bed watching Netflix at the time. So it was this morning. Whatever.
So she's coming. So I'm going to be going to that. I just absolutely love her. I think she's absolutely brilliant, and she is doing the Goddess Path tour. So it's all about, again, empowerment, women empowerment, and so anything like that I will just put on to the Solo Mums, because again it's just making these things available. If mums have maybe no one to go with, going out to the cinema, going out to the theatre.
Probably.
I'm going to the tattoo convention next weekend. I'd put that on to see if anybody wanted to go along. So
phenomenal.
Yeah, it's just trying to bring people together. For anything like that.
Yeah, that's really good. I think me and my friend might tag along.
Absolutely.
I'm going to.
For the Kirsty Gallagher one, because I think it was my mum. She was on TV.
Yeah.
She was about her new book, and she had said to me about it. She was like, I think this girl would definitely, you know, and then my wee friend had said to me during the week, Lisa, you would love this book. This book has just got you all over it. Yeah. So that's amazing.
Yeah, she's an amazing woman. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So how did she come in? Are you a friend or?
So it's my sister actually. So my sister is she's a mini celebrity, and so she knows a lot of people, and she has been to Happy Place, so not Happy Fest, which happens over here, but Happy Place, so it's Fern Cotton's Happy Fest or Happy Place. So I've been over there a couple of years in a row now, because my sister's been a speaker. So we go into the VIP tent and we kind of mingle with everybody that's there, and that's how I know Kirsty. I've met her a couple of times because she's also been there doing these talks. So she's a beautiful soul. She's really good at what she does. She's just so full of knowledge,
and empowering women,
and working with the moon and working with all these different kind of energies, and I love all that. So that's how I know her, and so now that she's coming to Belfast, I'm 100% there. Yeah.
Amazing. Yeah, well, me and Nicky will probably join you as well, and you too.
Yeah. We'll go for some cocktails.
Absolutely, and anybody else that wants to come along.
Yeah. And just I feel like I should mention, I forgot to mention at the start, Steff, it was your birthday yesterday, so happy birthday.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Did you go out and celebrate, or?
I went for pizza with my girls.
Oh, that is not lovely.
Yeah,
that is lovely.
Yeah, that's what I did. So it was a nice quiet day, and nothing mad, but I got to eat food, so happy with that. That's the ultimate goal, isn't it?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's good. Where did you go for pizza, or did you go?
Just went into Little Wing, actually.
Oh, I love Little Wings. Love it.
yeah, you can't beat a pizza, can you?
No, you definitely can't.
Yeah,
I think actually, whenever, because we were chatting about this, whenever you kind of get to the point in your life where, you know, just going out for dinner with your kids is such a lovely wee thing. You kind of don't need to do anything big, sure you don't.
Yeah.
You it's just such a lovely wee thing, just celebrating with in a wee small space, you know, with your kids and stuff. It's so important, isn't it?
Yeah, it was nice. I'd actually booked myself a Goddess Glow facial in the morning. So
what kind of facial, sorry?
It's a Goddess Glow facial.
Oh, wow. I love this.
Honestly,
do tell.
I have never experienced anything like it in my life. So it's a friend of mine, Connie, she does it. If you have been for any kind of treatment, massage, facial, this just blows it out of the water. So she now doesn't do that herself, but she trains others to do that. Another girl, Jeannie from Lotus Holistics. So she just qualified, and I booked in, and I was just like, it is out of this world. It's like a total sensory experience. So it brings in, you know, the massage, the energy work, the ASMR, the sound,
amazing.
Sounds lovely.
Sounds phenomenal. Yeah. I need this in my life.
It is beautiful, and it is well worth it.
Yeah.
So I did that. I treated myself for that yesterday. So that was my birthday.
That was your birthday treat to yourself. Yeah. And that's the thing as well about women. We don't prioritize our self-care. I talk about this a lot, and it has to be a priority. Your mental health, even taking a bath, even booking something like you yourself, you know, just doing that wee pocket of something to give yourself back something. Yeah. Because like I have heard people say, I can't do it. I'm a mum. I'm a single mum. Yeah. You know.
We actually, because we write a blog every single month, you know, and our wee blogs are about, we did narcissistic abuse, which was absolutely humongous hits on it. And I think we had like 101 hits within the first hour, you know, it was such a big thing. But we do a lot about wellness and things like that. And we, at the very start, I remember we did one about, you know, how to prioritise yourself. And people were saying, but we don't have money or whatever. You know, some mums were saying, don't have enough money to go and get a facial. But like even simple things like C-swim, or even like going and the Sainsbury's and getting a wee $1.99 Nivea face mask, putting it on and having a bath whenever the kids are in bed is taking care of yourself, you know, those wee things. So you don't have to spend a lot of money to kind of do it, you know. You can do things like that, so you can, which is so important.
If you don't take care of yourself, you start to unravel. You know, and you really do. Because I was at a place where I was unraveling and just with the big exterior, which was why RTT came into my awareness. And it's changed my life, and like all these, like yourself, all these now RTT therapists, hypnosis or healing, it's all becoming more in my self-aware, and it's proof that you shouldn't be fearful of these things. You should definitely,
they're all so powerful, you know, and when you are open to this kind of stuff and you do start to, you know, go down that rabbit hole, and it is a rabbit hole.
It is a rabbit
hole. It really
is.
It's the results are just amazing.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Well, it was absolutely phenomenal to have both of you on.
Great.
It really was. Time has went so fast. It really has. And I thank both of you.
Thank you.
And Steff, your business page on Instagram is the Professional Best Friend. Fiona, yours is?
Well, I have my personal one, and then the Solo Moms Club, and then my work one is the Trinity Gifts, which hopefully will be sold on Tuesday.
So that's the wee business that you're selling, yeah?
Yes, that's a business of 22 years. So
is that the wee bracelets?
Joanna bracelets and everything. Yeah. So hopefully that business somebody else will take some love and look after it, so they will. So
and love it.
That's so phenomenal. I am going to start a new journey, which is so exciting. So I am. So
yes. So just before as well, what else have you? Anything? What's your vision? Your overall vision for Solo Mums?
We'd need another podcast.
You are welcome back anytime. You are welcome back.
We have our vision really is we really want a platform there that women going through any kind of trauma, they can click on a link and kind of do NLP coaching to get a coach, or else, you know, Steff's RTT.
Yes.
We've got a massive vision. Do you want it to go for actually?
I think the main thing is just connecting women and kind of helping them through any of the processes, you know, getting them back up from, you know, it's hard when you become a solo mum, or you are, you know, a lonely mum.
Yeah.
And it's just giving the women the confidence, the self-esteem, the skills, you know, the tools in the toolbox to get them the resilience, connecting them with other mums, you know, and carrying on down the route of meetups, you know, that social kind of connection, and just keep going. And where does it end?
Yeah, where does it end?
No, it's limitless. It's definitely limitless.
New Zealand, Australia.
Well, just world domination.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. I am very thankful for connecting with both of you, and thank you so much for reaching out to me, and I will definitely be doing work with you 100%. And thank you to all my listeners, and again, thanks guys for coming.
Thanks for having us.
And if you want to watch the podcast, you can go to my website at shecantransformations.com. Thank you, ladies.
Thank you.
Give me a big hug.
Thank you.